Numberblocks, the forgotten clock, the discovery. I've always had a fascination with media that was never meant to be seen. Unaired pilots, scrapped educational PSAs, weird TV segments that people swear aired once and were never shown again. I collect these in case one of them really does carry some deeper meaning, or even just a good urban legend. Last year, at a flea market on the outskirts of Liverpool, I found a dusty external hard drive with a faded post-it that simply read, "Numberblocks, do not play time." I thought it was a joke. I wish it was. The file inside the drive was a single video file named nb_clockfinal_xforget.mp4. It had no thumbnail preview, no metadata, no digital signature tying it back to CBBC or AlphaBlocks Limited. When I opened the file, my media player lagged for a full 10 seconds. The screen went black. Then, a single chime, like a warped grandfather clock. The screen faded in. The beginning. The familiar Numberland appeared, but slowed. Not just the movement, but the frame rate. Birds in the sky hovered mid-flap. Leaves trembled like they were underwater. Then Numberblock 1 walked into frame. His colors were slightly faded, and he dragged his feet. "Hi," he said. "I'm 1, I think." He looked around nervously. "Is anyone else still here?" No music, no title card, just silence. Then the screen flickered, and the sun and the sky skipped, jumping positions like it was fast-forwarding. Shadows twisted. The trees lost their leaves in a second. One blinked and suddenly had bags under his eyes. Wait, what day is it?" Time falls apart. Numberblock 2 appeared, hobbling in with a cracked block and faded outlines. Her voice trembled. You remember what the show was about, don't you? We were supposed to teach numbers." She stopped and stared at the sky. "I think we've been here too long." The screen distorted, the sun jumped again. Numberblock 4 ran by, rapidly aging as he moved, beard forming, then falling off, legs shrinking. By the time he passed 1, he was a child again, crying, "I don't want to count anymore." The clock appears. Suddenly, a structure emerged from the ground behind them. A tall, blackened clock tower, unfamiliar to the show's art style. It was hyper-detailed. Grimy bricks, broken glass, a rusted pendulum that twitched back and forth. The tower had no hands on its face. Numbers surrounded the dial, but they were wrong. 1, 2, 3, infinity, 0, -1. Empty set. Numberblock 5 stood at the base, rocking back and forth, whispering, "It never ticks. It never stops. It just forgets." He looked up at the blank face and screamed, "Give us back the seconds." Suddenly, the ground beneath him cracked, and he aged into dust. Madness in memory. The blocks tried to escape. Numberblock 6 attempted to subtract himself to nothing, repeating, 6 minus 1 is 5, minus 1 is 4, is 3, is. His form twisted with each calculation, contorting into irrational shapes, screaming as he lost his square identity. Meanwhile, 8 tried to multiply to gain time. Double me again, I'll outrun it." He doubled until he couldn't recognize himself, becoming a writhing monster of cubes, then a flickering glitch that collapsed into pixels. The loop begins. The camera zoomed back slowly, revealing the whole of Numberland in fast motion. Buildings crumbled and rebuilt. The seasons flashed by in seconds. Numberblocks aged, died, and reappeared in different positions, repeating their phrases. Numberblock 2 appeared again at one side. "We've had this conversation, haven't we?" 1 nodded. "I think we're stuck in the runtime." The clock tower in the background now had one hand, twitching between numbers that didn't exist. It ticked once. With that tick, the entire land paused, then reversed. The number blocks, unaged, unscreamed, undyed, only to start it all again. But this time, their faces twisted in fear, as if they were now aware of the loop. The final moment. Near the end of the video, the screen went dark. Then it cut to a static camera angle inside the clock tower, looking down. 0 sat alone in the dust. She looked older than any of the others, not physically but spiritually. Her outline flickered like an old CRT image, and her voice was hollow. They gave us time, so we could teach, but time was never ours. She looked into the camera. You watched us long enough. Now it's your turn. Then the screen filled with timestamps, all broken. 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds. 103, infinity. Question mark, question mark, colon, question mark, question mark, colon, question mark, colon, question mark, question mark. Now. The file ended with a hard crash. My media player closed itself.